Good morning, evening, afternoon, I'm Tato Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, or PWAT for short. Previously we were talking to Larry, and after hearing about the DJ of all things, gave us a very important clue about the gunshots. And now we're figuring out that the murderer isn't the person we think the murderer, although the victim might have been the murderer or something like that. Sound a lot smarter in my head. The person on the boat who we thought was the killer, well, was the victim, was the killer with Edgeworth, basically. And that person, the murderer, is actually the old dude with the parrot. Parrot old dude, what noodle boat rental dude. Old guy. Man, sir. Is the person. And now we're talking about that. And that's where we left off. So let's continue, if you understood any of that. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. I selected the docks at first, but I guess close enough. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Of course you're going to object. I just wish for once I could say something without him objecting. I feel objectified, I guess. It's just like everything. I feel like I could breathe. And he'd be like, objection. Just exist. Objection. And does the no finger. Don't you have proof? Oh, do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That looks so silly. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop? Not a question, but an explanation. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? You know, I'm kind of happy that Mia hasn't stepped in, because I think that it was kind of lame of us to constantly be relying on our dead girlfriend to talk to her sister all the time to help solve our problems. Now we're finally doing it on our own, like the big boys that we are. Not really. Again, but like, there's already a guilty verdict, so what do we have to lose? But I think if I have to start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to the shop. This was around 11:50. And that was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Edgeworth. The boat shop caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because the first shot missed to create a witness. Well, all of these two options to create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? I mean, yeah, more shooting, more witnesses. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, his heart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, splish. In the cold, too, man. That is, like, dedicated. Because that had to be freezing. Because, you know, in the winters of whatever... in Japan, America... it's quite cold in the waters in the winter. Depending on which region you're in. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to the shop. And you put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. That had to have taken forever. And threw the body into the lake. And this is what happened, Your Honor. And these are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Boom! I'm assuming you're going to have me investigate all that, because apparently that's what I do as an attorney, is investigate crime scenes. Is that a thing that attorneys do? I don't No. I know the court stuff. I don't know the ins and outs. I feel like this game makes me want to Google what attorneys do. I feel like they might look for witnesses and stuff. But would they go out and find more things, get them dusted for fingerprints? I feel like that's the police's job, you know? Bailiff. I don't think that was in the judge voice. Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Ooh, Santa Judge is angry. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright said was mostly correct. Astonishing so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. And it wouldn't be Christmas Eve unless it was the 23rd, but okay. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, I don't know why he sounds like the dude from the other Willpowers. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. I cannot allow him to get away. Rebels, 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 rebels. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its resources to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well, court adjourned. Whack. December 27, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! That, I guess? Butts did it. Butts did all the work. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. For now, there's still time. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Mankara didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. Well, it kind of happens when you have 3 days. Every case. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. Oh, just tell me, Edgy. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's about... Oh, it's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Did he shoot his father? No. December 27, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo! How's everything doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Also, again, teenager of not legal age. Can we not use swooning when it comes to Maya? It makes me feel gross. Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Me too. If you use words like swooning with Maya, if anything, you can say fangirling. That's okay. But something, it's just, no, it's not. She's still A child. Right on. Tell I keep forgetting what voice I was doing for him. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? There it is. Right, Nick? No, for me that's with Edgeworth because he's all dark and mysterious and misunderstood and tortured on the inside. Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edgeworth. In there. Dude, edgy! You guys should be bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero. Oh my goodness. I gave too much credit to Butts earlier. I gave you credit in my intro, and that's all you get. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Oh, the clever wit you have. Oh, the wit, it hurts me so. Can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth? And who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when? Oh, sorry, Phoenix. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey! Hey, Larry! What's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Oof. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Okay, we'll see where this goes before I start judging him. A class trial? Class trial. You remember Larry? Spring in the 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah! Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forgot, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. I feel like this is not okay. Let's keep reading it. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. Who was the judge? I didn't do it. Guilty. He did. Guilty. Give me money back. You're such a mess. Just admit you did it. We're not gonna play with you anymore. You smell. I don't know. Give me back my 50 cents. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. Why is every, teacher in these games like an asshole and you don't like them ever? Why is the teacher immediately assuming Phoenix did it? In the end, even the teacher thought I did it. That I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I don't know. Oh, so it's not little kid Phineas. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my... Oh, Miles had his money stolen? Okay. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, you did. We need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? This is... oh, yeah, he was like, this is how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it. So he didn't do it. Oh, that hurts. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. So basically it just took all the kids going, he did it! And the teacher's like, yeah, that's legit. Is there ever a nice teacher in a visual novel? Is there? Are they any good, or are they all jerks? In every game I've played, they're just like, why are they all awful or evil? Or maybe murderers? Well, you'll see what happens next, if there's more to the story or if what we investigate in the next episode. Until then, see you next time.